Maybe she'll stay there and nap. Wanted more scooches. All the kitty interruptions today. Click it, next row. Sorry, I'm trying to watch her in the screen. See if she's gonna stay there. Swana! It's a swan with clothes on. Why? I don't know. I have one water wing. Those are the two specialty balls that you can use, feather or frozen. Since it is a water wing, I did not catch it. Another miss. Check mark. Another attempted catch. Ads. Ads. Just looking at the window reflection going on there in the chicken area. Sun going down. Raiders! Cheeky Crafts, hello and welcome. Hi everybody. Mary caught the Swana. Congrats, Mary. Swana has been caught by Maris Fiber Creations. Very nice. This is a Cheeky raid bringing you all the crafty people. Let's go. Thank you. Cheeky Crafts, hello. What were you doing today? Happy Friday. So Web, hello and welcome. Hello. Hopefully everybody's having a good end of the week. Ready for the weekend. Whoop whoop. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Give you a shout out as the ad break everybody was in is coming back. Welcome back from the ads. We just got raided by Cheeky Crafts. Sorry, I'm leaning off to one side because the cats were taking over half the table. We are working on another knitted chicken. I'm addicted to making these things. I don't know. This is chicken number 9. Chicken number 9. Given away 2. I've sold a couple. I still have 5 here. One's totally not for sale. Still smells like a campfire and sunscreen. I can't imagine why. It was my pillow when I went camping. Well, we have one of the cats that hang out come for some water. I did fill that water the other day. I see it's only half full now. I may need to refill that over the weekend. That's okay. Yeah. Oh, Mia's right there. That's my tuxedo kitty. I also have a tortoiseshell kitty inside. The kitty that was in the chicken camera is one of the ones that... Hey Carrots Nuts, hello and welcome. You also stream, don't you? I think you do. Lost my train of thought. that train just, I don't know, it derailed. There we go. We'll give you also a shout out. If you guys don't follow all these other people, please do. We have all kinds of things happening today. Got rated as we first started stream. That was fabulous. So we're gonna do all of this chicken on stream. If you're interested in making one too, you can do !knit. It is the emotional support chicken. I believe it's $6.50 for the pattern. It's a very simple, easy to follow kind of pattern as well.
Mary's Fiber Creations.
Thank you, Mary.
Cave Fibers. KB is working on https www.
All of the things happening today. It's great. Great way to end the week. Thought about going up to the cottage this weekend for Michigan Fiber Festival. It was this weekend. I usually do go with a friend.
Oh, you got a yarn holder that spins too. I need a new one. Maggie broke mine.
Oh no! I love my yarn genie. This is magnetic yarn holder. This one's mahogany, made out of mahogany. Has a powerful magnet in the top. I absolutely love it. I have the original yarn genie, which is plastic. Somewhere here it is. This is a yarn genie. It's made out of plastic. It has this piece that fits there, and then this piece here has a little stem that fits in this hole when not in use. They recommend, if it's not in use, not to leave it on the magnet. The Fiber Festival is at Allegan County Fair. It's at the Allegan County Fairgrounds. It's not far from the cottage. That's why a friend and I usually go, and we usually stay at the cottage. But yeah, I love these. So I debated on that, but I really don't need anything from the festival, I don't think. I have enough supplies probably to last me 2 lifetimes, but shh, I still want to go. I don't need to go, but I want to go. I should see if that guy is there that might be able to fix one of my antique wheels. I cannot for the life of me. Would she? Ooh, that would be fun. That would be fun.
I mean, if you can walk in your room, you can get more LOL.
I can walk in my room. I have a spinning wheel behind me. I have a drum carder and a weaving loom here. There's a little room. I need to work on using up some of this stuff and emptying my totes. So many things I need or should make. Yeah. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I mean,
all the time, but don't.
Right? I think if anything, I would need, yeah, it's the wrong kind of craft though. Been trying to get into card making and working on a junk journal. I showed it earlier. So I made this. It is $6.50, yeah. Yeah. So I made this. It's actually let me find it's actually a Cheez-It box is my cover. Obviously I don't have pages or anything in here yet, but I've been collecting stuff for it. I found some foam tape. Found some foam tape. Oh, accessories. What is this accessories? Oh, the hat and a shawl. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. With the little hat. And a little shawl. The chickens need a hat and a shawl. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now that's getting a little extreme. I like the colors in this one. These are some bright colors. See, I'm not doing all the color changing. I'm not doing all the color changing. But it is super cute. All kinds of them. I haven't been posting pictures of mine in Ravelry. Maybe I should. I don't know. Kind of late. The one that I gave away, I did not get a picture of. Yeah. Took a recent picture of.
I've had the kit in my cart and I can't talk myself into doing it, but I want to.
The kit? There's a kit? Oh. There we go. So these are the 5. Come on. Focus camera. These are the 5 that I currently have. This one here, not for sale. That one there might be sold. I'm going to a new home next week. Oh, that's cool. I just been using variegated yarns. The small one here, I showed a little bit ago. It's actually made out of sock yarn. So this is sock yarn I got in Chicago at one of the yarn shops there. Went to Chicago and visited with some friends. So I made a chicken out of it because this yarn did not do well as a hat. It had color pooling and I didn't like the way the color pooling was happening. So makes better chicken than it did a hat. Unless I make it as a chicken hat. I don't know. I don't think I can balance it. I know there was somebody that was doing it as a knit along. I still have 11 more rows to go before we start more short rows. Definitely this is the part that's the most boring right here, is just knitting so many rows. But all of this one will be done online, on stream, during stream. And I think I'm going to use the yellow-orange color for the beak on this one. I did that with one other one there. Oh yeah? They called it Knitting Tree? Knitting Tree LA. Alright. And this is an altered pattern. They changed it from So the person selling this for $6.50 is not the original person that designed this pattern. She altered it, from what I understand, from somebody else's pattern.
HTTPS the knitting tree Lacombe products 8-piece chicken bucket.
Chicken bucket. 8-piece chicken bucket. $39.50. Interesting.
Community game. A wild gibble appears, catch it using quoc catch winners revealed in 90s.
The Knitting Trill LA. The Knitting Tree LA.
Quoc catch.
Ooh, I have 2 gibbles. Interesting. Allow 2 weeks for delivery. 2 weeks. That's a long time to wait. Oh, that belonged in my book here. Keeps falling out.
Yeah, I have covered brain, so words are hard.
Ah, that's okay. It's okay. It's interesting. Is that so you can select the color theme you want to go with? I'm having fun just using a variegated yarn and not, oh, that's like a Bob Marley one. And not doing all the color changing. That one looks fun.
Carrots knits. I would probably like the using up scraps.
Oh, yeah. This one here has got a different comb. And doesn't have a waddle. It has these bobbles on the cheek. I don't know. It's a zombie one.
Gibble has been caught by carrots knits.
Definitely different. I think I'd rather buy the pattern for $6.50 and use stuff I already have. I've been getting my makes out of it for sure. I also wouldn't mind trying to make some that look like my hens.
Carrots knits. Yeah, you can mix and match with your own yarn at that point.
Oh, yeah. I just been using variegated yarn, so it's changing the color on its own. Sorry, replying to a message.
Carrots knits. I think I have that skein to work a shawl, but Haven T got into it. LOL added to the to-do pile.
Oh, the Lion Brand mandala, that's what I'm using. Lion Brand mandala tweed stripes. Get it out from the timer. That's what I'm using currently. Yeah, I bought a whole package There was like 3 in a package. I had 2 packages, so I had six of them. I don't know what I did with 3 of them, but this one here I'm turning into a chicken. I still have 2 more of them, so they're turning out to be good chickens. And the ice cream, the Lion Brand ice cream yarns, that's what I made these out of. They turned out super cute without doing all the color changing. The only extra colors I needed was the yellow for the beak and the red for the wattle and comb. Of course, safety eyes. If you want to use safety eyes, you can always crochet eyes or knit eyes. Would work as well. Oh my gosh. We're gonna drink some more tea.
I got some of those too. I got them all started as shawls, and who knows where I shoved them.
I went through all of my totes, all of my yarn, everything I have everywhere, and just stockpiled all of my unfinished projects and decided finish it or rip it. So I went through, I think it took me 2 years to go through and either finish it or rip it for all of them. And I do believe there was only one project I ripped out. I finished the rest. The only project I have lingering is, yeah, pretty embarrassing. Yeah. Oh, it's where you crochet a row every day for the year. Words not coming to my mind. Temperature blanket. I have a temperature blanket from 2 years ago that I have not finished. I kind of came at an impasse with it. It's wide enough to fit a queen size bed, and right now it's long enough to fit a queen size bed, but I still have 2.5 months to go to finish it. So I'm kind of like at I don't know, do I really want to finish it, or do I just want to do edging down the sides and call it done? Do I want to do a month on one side, a month on the other side?
So I can see why you would just let it sit.
Yeah, it is a lot of work, and the one I'm doing isn't exactly an easy one. It's not like, you know, you knit or crochet one color a day. No, the one I'm doing or have been working on, let me see if I can find it. I know I have it marked on my top of my computer here. That's not it.
Carrots knits. Go big or go home, LOL, I always do that.
Right? It's called Meteorologist Dream is what it's called. It is, I do believe it is in Ravelry. It's like a tapestry piece. Notebook, library. Maybe it'd be faster to find it in my library. Or maybe not. There it is. Found it.
Mary's Fiber Creations. Is this at https://www.ravelry.com?
This is it here.
Meteorologist stream.
Yep, meteorologist stream. You found it. This is it. I didn't use these colors, but it's similar to this. Right now, my son, I've done this, I'm onto this section here, and it's already fitting the bed. So I have 2 months to go yet, and I'm thinking about adding it down 1 month on one side, 1 month down the other side. I don't know. That way it'll overlap the sides of the bed a little bit. But it already fits the bed. And where it's at, that center sun piece is not in the center of the blanket. It's higher up. So, you know, I don't know. I'm kind of at an impasse with it. It's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of work. But yeah, that's the only WIP work in progress that I have sitting, or UFO unfinished object that I have. That is my personal one. I might have one other project. No, I do have. I forgot about it. I do have that knit. That knit cabled blanket that's double stranded. It's too hot to work on that. I have that one as well. So there's a crochet blanket and a knit blanket sitting on the sides. Those are the only 2 UFOs that I'm aware of that I have.
I have a lot of sweaters, shawls, and tanks.
Now see, when I started Tank Top, I managed to finish them before I start another one. Because I'm so excited to finish it and get it done. So I don't have that problem.
Carrots knits. I get distracted with another great idea, lol.
With other, yeah, Or somebody's like, oh, I would like this for Christmas. And it's like, okay. I got you, boo. I still need to make a fox. And I still need to either finish Charlie Brown and the Gang. I've got Charlie Brown and Snoopy done. I also have Princess Anna. And Queen Elsa here. So I either need to finish Frozen or I need to finish the Peanuts. Problem with these, I mean, they're about the right size that I want them to be. But these are done with more of a... Ooh. That's all I do is knit for everyone for Christmas. For the most part. Mostly because my husband's the oldest of 8. And yeah, everybody is married and has 3 or more kids. One family has 7 kids. So it's a lot. So what we've been doing lately is drawing names per family instead of doing just kids or something like that. Oh, right. Exactly. I don't know why. You know, every time they argue over who we get. Because they know they're going to get an Afghan, a wearable, or something that they want. This year, it's all... The kids want amigurumi stuff. So we did the blue bananas. And he's getting a Christmas stocking. Then we have the rainbow kitty. We did that. And what else